This is today's topping out ceremony. We know that it marks the completion of the structural steel phase of this building project. The purpose is to honor the construction workers, and in particular, the structural steel and related work that they have worked so hard to put together. There are many important thank yous that need to be made. I do want to begin by thanking all of those in the city, state, and federal governments who have stood with Fiterman Hall and BMCC from the very beginning. The mayor, the governor, the state legislature, the assembly, the senate, the office of the borough president, the members of Congress, the United States senators. I want to give particular praise to Speaker Sheldon Silver and his staff who worked so diligently with the mayor's office and with the governor's office, and every governor that we've ever worked with has been so supportive. So let's give all of the elected officials who have supported this project a tremendous round of applause.
When I thought about coming up today, I do a lot of these. Irish wine shows, a vice chancellor and staff. Nobody's ever been better. They just keep building buildings. This is what I do for a living. I think I run around and do topping offs. But this one's different. And emotionally, I couldn't quite figure out whether I'm, happy to be here and excited like I always am for topping offs, because very future-oriented, or very sober about it because of what this means in terms of 9/11. And I guess at the end of the day, it's both. When I thought about it, I remember being here on 9/10, right across the street, having my goodbye party. And after the goodbye party, do you remember it was violent thunderstorms that night? And it was very nice afterwards. I sat out, my wife and my kids, and I looked up and I said, we pointed at the World Trade Center. I said, can you imagine, guys, when I was your age, those buildings didn't exist? And the next morning they did. And I just want to, first of all, thank all of you who brought, not only this building, but 7, and bring back the other buildings, the people in the construction trades. We're doing this for all of us in New York, and I just want to tell you how thankful all of us are that you're doing that.
I believe that with the steadfastness of our Chancellor and Iris and Alan and Jay, the pressure was put on the city and the state to ensure that BMCC would have its building. And it wasn't easy at times, but it was a process that took diligence and commitment. And for that, I want to thank the university and its leadership, our Chancellor, our Vice Chancellors, and Jay for keeping it public and making sure no one forgot about BMCC. Thank you, Jay. We're really here to thank the men and women who devoted their skills and vision to inspiring this endeavor. Just look around you. At this stage, we can see the beams themselves and appreciate the building's solid and inspiring infrastructure. Every beam in the building reflects the strength, the commitment of the men and women who put this building together, and I just want to thank them. It's been a harsh winter, but they have not stopped, and we will be here open a brand new building for the fall semester of 2012. Yes, we will with your help. The efforts of all the workers of Fiterman Hall will impact the 23,000 plus students that attend BMCC that come from all parts of New York City and 155 different countries. At the end, what we'll have are 400,000 square feet, a 14-story building that houses not just classrooms, but a stunning first floor atrium, an art gallery, computer laboratories, library spaces, and assembly rooms. The hardworking and talented men and women of this site are not just construction people building a building, but they're building a stronger future for New York City and many generations of BMCC students to come. I thank you for being here this morning. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the next speaker. And that's a person that without his family, this would never have happened. Someone who's been close to the BMCC family, has been on our foundation board. They've given generously to our students and continue to be supporters of the college because they believe in our mission and they believe in our students. Will I have Steve Fiterman please join me?
I came here to represent our family. honor all of you, to recognize the leadership of City University and of the Borough Manhattan Community College in accomplishing this task of rebuilding Fiterman Hall. It's not pleasant as we recall back to 9/11 and what happened, but looking forward, seeing what you're building, and as Tony said, it is the future that you're building, more than brick and mortar. We're here to honor all of you. So thank you very much, and make this thing happen so that we can open for fall September of 2012. Thanks.
I want you to know that we are pleased and proud to be a construction partner with the City University on many of the university's most complex and important projects. But this particular project means a great deal to us, and it is one that we at DASNY are especially proud to be associated with. The work at this site and the construction we see nearby at the World Trade Center site is helping to heal a wound that has been felt throughout the nation. This work, as you heard, has continued not only through tough weather, but through an economy that has been particularly difficult for the hardworking men and women who built this city. And this day is an opportunity to thank you for what you do. Building is hope made manifest. It is faith in the future. Erecting dreams with steel, cement, and glass. This building in particular is about the future, about the students, the 23,000 students who will have a chance to study here, who will leave here to use what they learn to make this a better city, a better state, and hopefully a better nation.
First thing I'd just like to say is the most important thing you've heard from a lot of distinguished guests and honorees here is about teamwork. And a project like this could not happen without the successful team that we've had here. The first thing I'd like to do is just thank all the students that are going to be part of this. This is our future, and this is what it's going to be. There's a lot of hard work that was put into this. I'd like to particularly thank the Fiterman family for their donations and their continued support, because without this, community colleges like this would not happen. I'd like to thank DASNY, BMCC, CUNY, PACOB, the architects, JB&B, the mechanical engineers. I'd like to thank the structural engineers, Israel Senek, the foundations for the strong, stable building here, Muser Rutledge, the staff of Hunter Roberts, the workers, all of the workers who we're going to get to very shortly here to start eating, the rest of the team that's particularly out there, and most importantly, the future, which is going to be the students that's here.
This is a happy occasion, believe me, for all New Yorkers, not only for BMCC, but for Lower Manhattan and the whole community downtown. The topping out today represents another dramatic example of the rebirth of Lower Manhattan since the tragic attacks on 2011. The Downtown Alliance was pleased to play not an open bravado role, but a very significant role in helping to mobilize the city, the state, and the federal efforts that made it possible to finally dismantle the building and to start this marvelous construction job. The new facility, as you've heard from several of the speakers, will not only add classrooms, but community space and an art gallery, and be a magnificent addition to what was here before. In addition to thanking our elected officials, I want to thank the CUNY construction team, headed by Iris Weinschel and Hunter Roberts, and their people who've done such a magnificent job. I cannot believe in the city of New York that could get this building done as fast as you have done it. I've lived here a long time. I was on the board of the original World Trade Center. I was there when we built it. I was here the day it went down. I'm still working on the LMDC to get it put up again, but I've never seen a job move like this. Congratulations to all of you and to the magnificent leadership of Tony Perez, who's on our board. And without his help, I don't think we could get it. Tony.